Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I want to jump right in because I've been waiting to do this video. Today I put together 10 old wives' tales to predict what gender, I'd be having. And now that we finally know, I wanted to put it to test to see if it was true or false, to really, see if these help you find out what you're having and if you could really rely on these type of old wives' tales. So we finally know what we're having, and do not skip to the end of this video because, just enjoy the video. Go with the flow and let it be a surprise. So I have 10 old wives' tales, and I'm going to start to see if they are true. So the first one is the one everyone knows: how high or how low your stomach is sitting. And they say if you're having a girl, you sit high and you get wider, and if you're having a boy, you're just little and low. And for me, I am little and low, so that's one for boy. The second one is body clues. Like, if you don't feel as pretty, they say girls suck the life out of you and just suck up all your beauty, and you start breaking out and you just don't feel as pretty, and just not feeling yourself like you normally would. You're having a girl, and if you're having a boy, you get that glow and that pregnancy glow that everyone raves about. I didn't get that, so I got one for girls so far as well, because my face broke out. Like, I just didn't feel pretty at all, and it's not fun. So one for boy and one for girl. The third one is kind of, TMI, but this one's about your urine. They say if you pee dark and it has a strong scent to it, you're having a girl, and if you pee lighter, pretty normal, you're having a boy. For me, TMI, but mine was dark and the scent was strong. So that's 2 for girl and 1 for boys so far. The fourth one I wrote down was the heart rate. A lot of people do go by this. They say if it's 140 and up, it's a girl, and if it's 140 or lower, it's a boy. For me, the heart rate was, I think it was like 150 or something, or maybe a little, I think it was like 153, 154. So for me, that would be marked as saying I would be having a girl. So 3 for girl and 1 for boy. The fifth one I wrote down was your cravings. They say that if you crave sweets, it's a girl, and if you crave like salty, soury stuff, it's a boy. For me, me and Aunt always eat snacks before bed, so I always want something sweet or sour. I mean, that's just me normally before I got pregnant, so I really don't, and I don't have any cravings at all, but I can't say I crave more on the sweeter side, just because I'm always wanting like fruits, or I want like a milkshake, or something in that sort, or chocolates. Not so much, like soury stuff. I mean, like, I like candy, so I like sour candy anyways, but I can say I do crave more of like milk and chocolates and all that sweet stuff. So for me, that would be a girl. So that's 4 for girl and still 1 for boy. The sixth one I wrote down was pretty interesting to me because I never even looked into something like this before. And one day I came across on like these baby apps that I have on my phone, is the Chinese birthing chart, and they go by, I believe it's like your age and the due date, or some of them is like the day of conception and your age. I tried both of mine, both ways, the date of conception and the due date, and both of mine led to girl. So that's, I believe, 5 for girl, right? 5 for girl, 1 for boy. This one I thought was pretty funny. They said if your boyfriend catches on to your cravings, or husband, whatever, maybe, catches on to your cravings and gains more weight with you as you're gaining weight as well from, carrying a baby. If your boyfriend or whoever craves what you're craving with you, it's a girl. It was kind of hard to say for this one because me and Aunt eat the same things. Like if I get myself some candy, I'm gonna get him candy as well. If he gets a donut, he's gonna get me a donut too. So I mean, that's just always been our thing. So I don't really know how much that one counts in our book, but I guess we eat the same thing. I mean, I don't know. So that's up to you guys. I mean, I don't think that one counts for us just because it's just us two. So we eat whatever someone gets, we get the other person as well, just because we're just gonna look at each other like, you didn't get me none either. Like, you got that for yourself, but you're not gonna share with me. So, you know, that's just our thing in our house. We eat the same thing. Number 8 is the most common one ever, as well as the high and low. This is the morning sickness test. They say if you have bad morning sickness and you're just dead in the beginning of a pregnancy, you're having a girl. If you have a smooth and easy first trimester, you're having a boy. As you guys know, in my last video where I talk about my first trimester, I tell you guys how sick I was. I went to the hospital and I was just like out from work and I was dying. The worst experience ever. And if you haven't seen that, go see that last video about my first trimester. I will put it in the link down below. But yeah, so they say if you have morning sickness and it's very bad, it's a girl. So as you guys know, that would be a girl for me as well, because I was dying. Legit. Number 9, I actually never, I mean, I've heard of it, but like I didn't hear it recently until I was in school, and they kept telling me like, oh, when you have dreams about your baby, like then you'll know exactly what you're having. Because I kept saying like, I don't know what I'm having. Everyone would ask me like, what do I feel? And I'm like, I don't know. And then they'll ask me if I had any dreams, and I hadn't yet. But not till like 2 weeks ago I started having dreams, because I was so anxious to find out what the baby's gender was. So I kept, you know, staying up late and just thinking about it, and I'd fall asleep and I'd dream about it. So my first dream was actually about a girl, but the day before we found out, which was on this past Friday, was that I dreamt about it was a boy. So in this test, they say that if you dream about a boy, it's a girl, and if you dream about a girl, it's a boy. So since I dreamt about both. Since the day before our ultrasound, I dreamt about a boy. I guess I would say, you know, technically my point would go to girl, because, you know, in the beginning of my pregnancy I dreamt about a girl, but it literally was like a 2-second dream, and I'd wake up and be like, oh my god, I'm having a girl. But the day before and like the day before that, like the last 2 dreams I had, they were both about girls. So, I mean, they were both about boys. So my point for this one would also go to girl. Okay, it stopped recording, but alright. Anyways, and the last one I have is your nose. I actually got this from my mom. I mean, I read it online as well, but I never heard this until my mom told me as well. I like took a picture of myself, and I had sent like a regular selfie, and I sent it to her because, like, you know, I live far away from my mom. So I sent her a selfie, and she's like, oh, your nose has gotten so big. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, your nose got wide, and, you know, like, you know, I have a little tiny nose. So she just started making fun of me because she said it looked like I had a big nose now. But she said it'll go away after I give birth. So I'm like, I've never even heard of this. So they say if your nose grows, you know, wider, it's a boy. And if your nose stays the same, that's obviously a girl. So for me, that would be a boy. So what is that? 2 for boy and 7 for girl. So since we finally know, I wanted to put this to the test. And so out of those 10, I have 7. One of them didn't count, which was the craving ones, because I wasn't sure how that really applies. But because, you know, that was us before I got pregnant. So I have 7 for girl and 2 for boy. Yeah, I'm having a boy. So those old wives' tales do not apply to me, and wouldn't have helped me figure out what I was having. And, you know, throughout the whole beginning, we wanted a boy. And it's crazy because then all of my family kept telling me, like, you're gonna have a girl, it's gonna be a girl. My mom started planning the whole girl baby shower. Then his family started saying it's gonna be a girl. And, you know, all of our friends started saying it's gonna be, like, I had literally like 3 to 4 people tell me it was gonna be a boy. And then I started just believing, like, you know what, we might be having a girl. And then I'm like, oh my god, a girl, what am I gonna do with a girl? Like, I didn't even know. I started stressing about this. But then we got closer to our appointment, probably like a week or 2 before, I just started having this gut instinct, like, you know what, I think I'm having a boy. Like, and then to the point Anthony started thinking we're having a girl. Like, literally pulling up to our appointment, he's like, you know, I really think it's gonna be a girl. And I'm like, I think it's gonna be a boy. Like, I just started having this gut. Like, everyone kept telling me, what do I feel, but I didn't feel anything at that point because, you know, I'm new to this. I didn't know what I'm supposed to feel. And like the week before the appointment, I was like, you know what, I'm for sure, like, it's gonna be a boy. Like, I know it's gonna be a boy. I just had a gut feeling that it was a boy. So I went to the appointment, and everything with our baby is healthy, perfect, growing perfectly fine. He is okay. He's doing great in there. He was moving around. He's been kicking me like crazy. I've been feeling it. It's an amazing feeling. And it was a little boy. So I was right, and everyone else was wrong. And everyone was so upset because they wanted to be a girl. But everyone is very happy. And my mom's now planning a boy baby shower. And yeah, we will be having our little baby boy in October. So that's those old wives' tales gender prediction, and those obviously didn't work for me. So good luck to everyone else. I hope these will help you, maybe apply to you. If not, you're just gonna have to be patient, just like I was, and just wait till they tell you what it is. So congratulations again to all the new moms and all the moms-to-be's out there, and I wish you guys all the best of luck, and I will see you guys again soon with another video. Bye guys.